If now Rapids pull off another amazing circuit, while Black Pearls is still struggling to rediscover their form, Central might see a team relegated. Those are not my words, they're words of the ex-Central Chairperson, Charles Senteza. I picked interest in that tweet. Welcome to yet another Rugby Weekly Show. We are here. Cynthia Roy is my name, and today in studio I have a player, two gentlemen. I have a player from the Walukuba Rugby and the man himself from the Uganda Schools Rugby Association chairman. Please introduce yourself to our dear viewers. It is a wet Monday. Very cold. How is the weather your side? I'm sure it is cold everywhere, but regardless, we have to move. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'll start with him.
Yeah, thank you so much, Cynthia, and thank you for this show. Dickson Okello is my name, the chairperson, Uganda Schools Rugby Association. I'm glad to be in this show. Good evening, viewers.
Thank you. You're welcome once again. Sebo.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ivan Bulima, player from Walukuba Barbarians. I'm glad that I'm part of this program. Thank you so much.
I welcome both of you once again to the show. It is yet another episode of the Rugby Ramble. Greeting you all, dear viewers. Thank you for the engagements. Please do not stop subscribing. Hit the like button. Engagements are still flowing in. We are yet to keep those invitations you sent in our comments to life. We are going to make sure we bring one-on-one until we make sure we serve you all. So the Entebbe Sevens went down last weekend. Yes, it is our last weekend. Yesterday. And we have a new champion. As I predicted previously on the last episode, Heathens is the champion of the Entebbe Sevens. And I predicted a new winner. And yes, we have a new champion. And the Nile Rapids come back stronger. They managed to dominate Entebbe Sevens after hitting Avengers and on the final, right? Yeah. Dear gentlemen, we had, I'm sure both of you attended. You must have attended as a player. And yes, he must have attended as a fan. How did you find the Entebbe Sevens? And from let me start with him. From a player's perspective, we had a new venue, first of all. And how did you find the venue? How did you find the whole experience at the shores of Lake Victoria?
Fascinating, first of all. That's what I can say. It was a beautiful venue for the new rugby scene, a like scene, and Entebbe being put into that place that is Saipali. It was a big innovation for the people that put it out there. So big congratulations to them, and well, it was massive.
The host didn't make it to the semi-finals, right? Yeah. And but I want to give a big shout out to Monga's Rugby Club for pulling off that event. It was beautiful. The scenes were so beautiful, and I think we officially have a new rugby venue. I can approve. Yeah. Thank you, Uganda Rugby Union, and the members at Saipali and whoever is in that communication and getting things right there. We thank you so much. It really gave us a beautiful experience. I saw fans going for boat cruises. I saw people sleeping at the shores. People really had fun. And yes, this is what the sport is meant for. Mr. Chairman, how did you find the Entebbe Sevens?
Yeah, well, in my view as a fan, I think as our player said it, it was each time I go watching rugby outside school's environment, I think I found new innovations in rugby, and indeed the Plascon Mongas 7th was a good show. I like the environment and yeah, school related, and away from the usual Busambaga. Is it Busambaga?
Yeah,
Yes. So I think the brains behind relocating the new venue that side was, I give them a plus. I personally enjoyed the place. I never came back to Kampala. I had to spend 2 days in Entebbe.
Hey, Jesus
so
Christ.
it was a good, I liked as on the fun perspective.
Talking
as
about
I view the ship coming to dock in the nearby, a few meters away from the pitch. So it was just marvelous.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Shout outs to you, Mongers, once more. Mr. Chairman, talking about being a fan, you went to Entebbe as a fan. Which team were you looking up to?
Yes, outside school environment, I'm a Buffalo soldier. Yes, and I'm glad to I'm happy right now that overall we are still up there, lonely up there at the top.
It is never lonely. Getting up, I will not say it is easy. Getting up is also hard, but maintaining being up there is where the whole situation comes from. Last week we had Walukuba on top.
At least for the last...
Now things changed. And I was here on this September telling people, tables are going to shake. Tables are going to shake. And indeed they did. Some went down, some failed to maintain. Walukuba was on top. I don't know what happened then. Then Buffaloes is now on top.
At least Buffaloes, I can assure you, Buffaloes have tried to be consistent for the last 3 circuits. We have never gone beyond the 3rd position. Okay. That's why we have managed to resist the table shaking here and there. So, and we believe is the team of coaches and of course all the support. So Buffaloes is still there.
Being a Buffalo soldier. Why is it? I'll have to pose this question because whenever I find a Buffalo soldier, I ask them. At some point, I come to support Buffaloes. Yeah. But I always tell people Buffaloes is a team that most of the times disappoints me because whenever I expect them to pull off a show, they do not. And when you totally do not expect them to do a thing, they will shock you. Now, we had Chadondo Derby on the final of the Plus Corner Entebbe Sevens. How did you feel about it? How did you find it? Why did you really fail? Why do you think the team failed to win that game? And why is it becoming a norm that whenever Buffaloes meets Heathens, okay, they put up a show, they try, but they end up losing? As a fan, what do you think?
Well, just this morning we have been talking about such thing. There's somebody who made a comment last evening when the finals were about to kick off in the middle there after halftime. He said it was a joke anyway. He said if you pick if you pick the Buffalo jerseys and you hand it over to the Heathens players,
yes,
you swap that. Still, the ones putting on the Heathen jerseys will beat Buffaloes. And another one went ahead and commented that the beef between those two is comparable to Arsenal and the United fans right now. So the way Arsenal can intimidate United even at Old Trafford is the same thing Heathen is doing to Buffalo. So I think, the narrative is going to change soon.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Okay. I love it that you have the hope in the team, and yes, everyone there doing the donkey work on ground. So you believe one day, because I saw some Buffaloes fan typing like, when Buffaloes starts beating Heathens, it is over for you all, and I'm like, hey, so you don't expect to start beating Heathens so soon?
We are already currently,
because you just get close and score as always 17-7, 5-7. Like the players put in their all, but it still doesn't add up.
You're aware. By the way, we are sending players across and out of the country and so on. I like the idea that Buffaloes being having a majority of the players very young and most of them fresh from school and playing against their, let's say, these old and experienced players. You should Yes, you should give
Was
them
the
applause.
old necessary?
Yes,
I have
it's very
gotten
necessary. And the fact that overall,
I think
we
I
are
can
the
disagree
champions
with
so
you,
far.
Felito,
Yes.
because Athens has been also trying to adjust to the new generation, because if you can look at the team that's playing sevens right now, Adeboa, Oyu.
Oyuk.
Those
They're
are all
young.
gentlemen.
So you
can't
cannot
tell me
steal
that-
that propaganda of Gazei,
So about
Gazei. Anyway.
Someone-
Maybe what I can say relate to is returning some of the experience to the team means that they know what they want. You know, sometimes when the team is falling, be like,
Experience.
Yes.
We go and first
them.
ship some
And they
experience.
give them to the
That's
team
right.
like that.
One was it Pirates or Cubs? I think it was a Cubs player. I mean, fan. I kept on shouting along. I mean, at the stands, why Sebuleba was still stepping on pitch and so on. That's what
They do not step on pitch because they want, but they step on pitch because of the love they have for the sport and their teams, commitment, and what they can still give to their teams. And that is experience.
Yeah.
That keeps them moving. I don't know. Anyway, when we start talking about the Buffalo Hiddens, Jazz, we shall leave here. But anyway, we come back to Walukuba. What happened? What went wrong? What did not add up at the end? I was here some time back with one of your fans called Daudi, and he was like, "No season." I'll quote him in Uganda. "No season. We are going to sing that hidden song. Tukubira ku front line. Tukubira ku front line." We expected you in the final this time round. And looks like the Buffalo's Walukuba beef from Gulu just carried to this side of Entebbe, and they had to knock you off. What happened?
First of all, I can say that everyone expected us to be on the final.
Including me, of course.
Which is good. But then, not every day is a Sunday.
Okay.
So at some point you have to be up, at some point down. So probably Entebbe wasn't meant for us to be in the final or win it. I think God made it that way. So I cannot guarantee that we're supposed to be there. But many things happen, but really we cannot say the boys are bad. Because we have tried our best to be consistent, not all that, but we have tried. And I know when Daudi said that we'll be there, he knew what he was saying. And I know at the end of the sevens, you'll be like, I think he predicted it right. He was a prophet.
He was a prophet.
Yes.
Okay. We are here, and we always come to this table to discuss. So we shall reflect back. You see how I reflected back to Daudi?
Yes.
I'll come back here and reflect back to Ivan.
Yes,
what
please.
Ivan said. So it is always beautiful having these rugby talks and all the jazz, engaging with all of you. You know, the sport is not only about the players, it is about, there's so many people that are involved, the entertainment, the photographers, the media as well, and then there are the fans. So we have to welcome different criticism, either positive or negative, and we take it. I'm sure we learn. How do you feel when you are criticized as a player? You know, when you're playing and things, let me say, things don't go your way most of the times, or maybe you're on the opposite side of the pitch and your opponent, their fans are shouting and throwing tantrums to you. How do you feel?
First of all, I can say that it's always, if as a player you feel bad that why am I always haunted by these people? But sometimes these people haunt us because they know we are good and want you to be better.
Okay.
So when someone tells you that, it doesn't mean that they hate you or but just that they want you to be better than what you are right now. And when someone tells you that you shit, something like that, it just motivates you that you go back and do more.
Okay, that is a talk from a sportsman, an athlete. And another one, how do you also feel when you, I happen to be a team manager of some team, but it always haunts me when my player makes a mistake on pitch. So in case the mistakes, no cons, missed tackles, and how do you feel when you have missed a tackle or made a knock-on in the 5, next to the try area, and you have knocked on, like this was the winning try, and yes, here you are. And it is you who has made the knock-on of a very important game. How would you feel?
First of all, you beat down. That's the first thing. You be like everyone. You be to blame. But if your teammates are, for us at Walukuba, we always say we are brothers. Okay. Even when someone has made a mistake, we collect ourselves and tell you, man, yeah, we are a team and we have lost it as a team, not as a player. So definitely, if someone makes a mistake, let's clean up first. If there is chance to clean up, but if there is no chance, we let it go. Then put up another maybe step.
Fight next day. All right, we come back to the chairman, Uganda Schools Rugby Association. We have just concluded the FEASSA games in Kakamega. So welcome back from Kakamega.
Yeah, thank you.
On behalf of Uganda, how did things go? Please take us through, us who were not there, and how did it go? Like, how did schools perform? How was it?
Thank you so much for welcoming Team Uganda back from Kakamega. I must say, we tried as much as possible to be updating you guys who had remained home here, but to our viewers, Kakamega was not that easy. It was a tough one.
Kakamega was Kakamega.
Yes.
Okay.
It wasn't easy for most Ugandan teams. For example, if I start with on the 15th side, first of all, we presented 10 rugby teams in Kakamega as a country, 4 rugby 15s boys, 4 rugby 7th boys, and then 2 rugby 7th girls.
So the girls only went on the 7th side?
Yes, yeah, because remember they have just introduced rugby in FEASSA. I think this is the second year.
All right.
Yeah, where the first time it was here in Bukedia when Uganda was hosting. So, and they had invited 4, unfortunately, funding challenges. Kijabwemi girls dropped out because they couldn't.
Logistics.
Yes, logistics, and then Kidgum Comprehensive. Yet these 2 schools really, from what they did in Tororo during the National 7th ball games too. I was telling one of my friends that if all these girls' team had represented the country in Kakamega, there was high chances of the girls sweeping all the medals, because I saw what Kenya could do in terms of girls rugby and Uganda. So in terms of girls rugby, overall, having participated actively from national, then the FEASSA games, Uganda had a better side.
Yeah, we saw Junior SS
so
bringing
to the extent
gold.
That, Junior SS brought home gold.
The girls, right?
Yes, the girls.
Congratulations
teams,
to
them. Congratulations to our brothers in Walukuba, because they are behind.
They are the ones behind the Junior SS?
Yes, Junior SS mainly.
All right, all right.
On the boys' side, starting also with 7th, unfortunately, Kenya swept all the first 4 positions. And in 7th, none of the Ugandan school could beat any Kenyan side.
Why? Why do you think?
I will come back to that one later, but that's what I'm reporting what happened in Kakamega. Yeah. Yes. So position 1, 2, 3 up to 4. It was taken by
the
Kenyans. Then Marcos came 5th.
Marcos, where you come from?
Yes.
Okay.
So Marcos came 5th, and then I think the Rwandan team was the last one. We had 9 in total for rugby 7th. Yeah. So that is how we fared up in rugby 7th. Then 15th, it was terrible.
That comment.
Yes, it was, because I couldn't give all the details, but just like in rugby 7, almost, had it not been because of Junior SS again, boys, the Kenyans, none of us could beat the Kenyans on pitch. So Junior SS, I think, beat 2 Kenyan teams, 1 in group stage, qualifying them to go for the semis. though they lost in the semis, they came back and beat the other side in the third place. So they brought home bronze.
Oh, GJSS brought home bronze.
Brought bronze in the boys 15s. Yes.
Congratulations.
Yeah, the rest, as I said earlier on, it was terrible. Yeah.
We leave that as that. That is the comment of the chairman. Terrible. But Mr. Chairman.
Though the Kenyans would want to sweep out everything using all possible ways, legal or illegally, they could. Because we had issues where because it happens
technical issues.
Yes, it so happens that geniuses after their group stages they tied up in points 9-9 with I think which side was that, and then someone wouldn't want to add up the other points for and the points against and so on. So when you add up that geniuses was and actually went through on merit, but how they added up the points we didn't know, and the other Kenyan side was going. So we were going to see all the 4 Kenyan teams go for the semi-finals, but we had to stand our grounds. I had to lead a team of games teachers. At that point, I need first of all, by the way, to thank so much the games teachers from Uganda who went these 8 schools, the 10 actually, including girls. At that point, we had to join hands and fight together as a team, Team Uganda.
So at that point, you were fighting for the flag.
It was Team Uganda.
Uganda.
By the time we crossed the border, we go there as Team Uganda.
Okay.
We join hands and we work out. So because at the end of the day, it is gold for Team Uganda. Though we are proud, the one who led us through the GJSS. That was all about from Kakamega.
Welcome back from Kakamega, and thank you for the report, Mr. Chairman. I don't know, as you said, we shall come back to that. Why do Kenyans beat us whenever we go there? Because it's not the first time that we are visiting Kenya. And this is not Budo, which team, it is Team Uganda, as you said. Why do they have to beat us like that whenever we go there? Yet, on ground here, we see we're a better side. What do you think should be done, or should we improve somewhere technically?
Yes, definitely.
What is not adding up?
As I told you earlier, I've been very much, and before, I've been so much actively engaged in all the processes, right from here before we go up to FEASSA. There are a number of issues we need to handle as a country. First of all, I want to start from the usual thing they say that Kenyans normally bring overage players and so on. Yes, to some extent I agree, to some extent I don't. Okay. Yes, though there were visibly overage players from our our neighbors, but because we couldn't scientifically prove, or we didn't have any backing to confirm they were overage. I believe there are other issues that make us to perform like that at FEASSA, not necessarily age, though that one could be a factor. That's one. Two, what I've observed is that our Kenyan side do a lot of, they bring experienced players. Yes, they are so experienced. I interacted with a number of them. The RDO of Western Rift Valley, I think it was Rift Valley province. They introduce, as Kenyans, in their structures, they introduce contact rugby right from class 7. Class 7, according to the Kenyan education system, that's around P7. They're already playing contact rugby.
P7, this way we are still playing.
Yes, when you compare to our side here, for us, we start teaching these boys and girls how to handle a rugby ball in senior one. Our under 15 categories. And just some of them, they start hearing about rugby from senior one. Yet in Kenya, they have played tag and touch probably in the lower section. By the time they reach class 8 or 7, they are already introduced what? Touch. So definitely Kenyans bring more experience side compared to Ugandan side.
Still, to add on his point of experience, I'm told, I think it is not even told, it's a fact. They have many games compared to Uganda.
So many of them.
In the age grade category?
Yes.
Actually, they start from sub-county level, and by the time they go to district, they have played over 20 games.
Yes.
Mr. Shemananda, how is it here in Uganda? Do we just jump from nowhere and then we are there?
Let me add on to what he said. The number of games they play, because even in their qualifiers for FEASSA, they play from, I think, district, sub-county, then county. Actually, from county, they told us that the ones I interacted with, government takes over fully.
From there?
From their payment of everything, including water and everything. And then to nationals. Then in the nationals, actually, what happens normally, the region that hosts their nationals, if it is their turn to host, they also go ahead and host FEASSA. So, for example, this year, the rugby pitch we played in is where they played their national from, and they didn't go back home. They continued for another 2 weeks waiting for us. Of course, doing trainings, drills and so on, playing themselves and so on.
Yeah.
Yet for us, we came back from Tororo.
And then you first went back home.
We go back, we are telling players, please sit down, read, copy notes and so on. For the whole month, they are not training, but you're supposed to go and compete. I hope you get what we mean. Yeah, they have so many games.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one. Then two, still in line with experienced players. In Uganda, when you compare to the Ugandan side, I think it is a policy issue. Most of these schools like King's College Budo, the Namiliango, the rugby powerhouses, we know, most of them, by policy, we invest in these players right from their Form 1, 2, 3, Senior 5. By the time they are well built and they are supposed to go and compete favorably at FEASSA, they're in Form 6. The school is saying, you're a candidate, please sit down and read. So, for example, I'm giving an example. Our MVP at Nationals, Wakoli from Namiliango, wasn't there in FEASSA. It was the MVP at National.
Yet he was not there.
So, we substitute and take the junior players. That actually explains a lot why you normally see some schools, when it reaches FEASSA, they go there and they beat the national champions. Why? Yeah. Because the champions were here as champions because they played experienced players who have been invested in for a lot of time, but at this point they're in the candidate classes, school policy, they're supposed to settle and what? And read. So if only we could also work on that policy so that we take experienced players. We are playing senior 3 boys against men.
But then at the end of the day, their parents, even the schools themselves are wanting results from these same players. Because academically. Yes. Yeah. You might find, let me say, KCB, Marcos.
Yes, please.
You have, there's a player of yours, I've forgotten his name. He was the MVP the last time we were in Makere.
That is Paul Osinde.
Osinde, thank you.
Please.
Now, you have Osinde, very good player. You're going for FEASSA. But remember, he's part of the Div 1 Marcos has. Where would you... So as a chairman, Nusra, what would you advise? Maybe the schools to...
Yeah, personally, I would propose that schools give special consideration to these athletes. For example, we are back from Kakamega right now. If there can be a school program organized in conjunction with the parents, so that we can host them at school and they catch up with their friends academically. Yes, we host them, funded by the school, within that school, and we allow them to catch up where they are the teaching and so on, some discussions.
Where they missed.
Yes, so that at the end of the day, we don't lose them on pitch. At the same time, we also make them succeed academically.
Yes, because also their talents, the sport and the academics both matter.
There must be excellence in both academics and sports. Yeah, that's in my view. Those are the observations I've made. That the age thing, the experienced players, then the number of games. To add on to that, on the number of games, when you come back to the Ugandan side, we are playing in Central. We are better. That's why you see majority of the rugby people coming from Central here, because, for example, in Rugby 7, we are going to, in Central, we are organizing 4 circuits. You play so many rugby and so on. Yes. But when you go up country, things are not like the same. If it depends exactly on what the schools are organizing, on what USS is organizing. For example, in Igulu, they organize 1 circuit, you play and you qualify to come for nationals. You expect to go and compete at national with someone who has played 5, 6, 7 circuits. So really there's need for us to level up across the country if competition is to be across the country. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I think we shall need, our dear viewers shall need an in-depth discussion about schools rugby. And I pledge here to please, when I require to host you again, please kindly honor my invitation. We shall be glad. I'm speaking on behalf of 99 others and others, dear viewers. Thank you so much, Chairman Nusra. How have you found the seat, in brief, 1 minute? How have you found the seat of the chairman since you were elected, Chairman Nusra? How is it feeling? How is the Chisanja going? Huh?
Well, thank you so much. At one point, the chair became so hot that I actually wanted to first of all jump a little bit and say, but I'm like, winners never quit, and quitters can never win. So the seat is hot, but we are managing. We have a team of very committed schools rugby leadership from EXCO members. We have gone ahead to form structures up country. Initially, we used to have regional representatives, but we have gone ahead to create coordinators in each and every zone. And we are coming up. And just during our campaigns, we promised our members that we shall always engage them as much as possible by making sure that, one, we organize platforms for us to engage. For example, this year, we are 7 months into the Chisanja, but but most of the schools rugby activities have ended with the FEASSA. We are remaining is one more. That's the Independence Cup. Yeah. So we feel it is the right time to get back to our different stakeholders, and we interact and we see where we have gone wrong, where we have achieved, how do we plan for next year, the future of schools rugby. So I want to take this opportunity and inform our viewers that Uganda Schools Rugby Association has invited, through the General Secretary, the annual General meeting, which is in 2 weeks' time, I think, approximately, will be hosted at the Uganda Rugby Union headquarters here. So please, I invite all the games teachers from rugby playing schools, whether you have qualified for FEASSA, national or whatever, so long as you're playing school rugby. Coaches, you have a special invite from the chairman, because the General Secretary only invited the members, the delegates. The Constitution gives me the mandate to invite any other person who we... So, coaches, referees, the Dicks, please, you all form part of schools rugby. Come and we discuss and we see how we can improve from where we have stopped. Another thing I observed from Kakamega is that as USRA, we want to come on board and discuss with the union so that we start licensing the coaches. We don't have qualified coaches generally. We have, if I could rate it, it's below 30% of these schools are being coached by qualified coaches. So we are introducing a program where we are going to work with the Education Department of URIU to organize these super weeks.
Capacity building. Regionally
for coaches, basically for coaches. We are saying as USRA, we are going to license coaches to coach schools rugby from level 1. You must be a certified level 1 to coach school rugby. That's the direction we are taking in order to try and compete in future with Kenyans.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's another thing that we need to be doing. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dickson Okello. And we are going into the Rujumba Sevens this weekend. It brings a smile on my face that at this moment, allow me read the table standings to our dear viewers. In 1 minute, Walukuba has dropped to number 2, so Toyota Buffaloes is on top of the table, and with 58 points, Walukuba has 56 points. It's just how many points?
2.
You can catch up.
Still too early.
Hiddens in number 3, Rhinos comes 4th, KCB Cobs, Mongas, Stanbic Black Pirates is in position 7.
Why the powers?
Rams, Eagles, Hippos. I don't know what Hippos is doing at the bottom. Ladies and gentlemen, Hippos fans, what are you guys doing at the bottom of the table? Like at this moment, the next circuit we are going to see Gulu Falcons in above you. Hey, you guys should get serious. Hippos fans, this is personal. There is nothing you're doing down there. Meanwhile, we are going into the Rujumba Sevens. Your final remarks. How, like, are you, is the camp ready? Are you ready for this? Are you winning this? Because you guys already say, you're like Buffaloes. They already say Pirates any day, any time. But Pirates at Rujumba, after them modeling their nice trophy, and you think you're going to just come and walk away with this trophy, like, you really have to put in a shift. And here we are. What are you looking up to? How are you prepared mentally, and how is the camp after your performance at the Entebbe Sevens?
First of all, thank you so much once again. I know it has been a bad week to the Walukuba camp. Yeah, but the boys are getting back to the boardroom. We're trying to do our best, and I'm sure by Saturday we'll be ready.
You'll be ready. For which position? Are you going up the table, or are you're planning on deteriorating? What are you planning
I can
for?
guarantee you that Walukuba is coming to win Rujumba Sevens.
Walukuba is coming to win Rujumba Sevens. Those are not my words. As I told you, I will always have to re-embark. We shall come back here on that next episode to see whether you won, you defended your words, or... Anyway, either way, Mr. Chairman, we are going for the Rujumba Sevens. I know you might be looking up to Buffaloes, but what do you expect?
Yeah, well, at the Rujumba 7th, my expectations are high for the Toyota Buffaloes, of course. We expect to take that circuit again and add on to the...
There is a Walukuba next to you here.
This Walukuba guy is here. One time I was told that if you want them to win a circuit, just tell them it is a coronation circuit. They'll come and win, yes.
They also win Gorilla Sevens by the Kabale. They also win.
And
we have a circuit in Kabale.
In the 9 special series.
Yes.
Tell them it is a coronation 7th. They will come and win for you.
And Coronation has money. Coronation has money. Other Buffaloes win circuits that don't have money. Don't come for me, Buffaloes fans. I'm telling you.
I wish I could look for chairman after our win on Saturday and Sunday.
Hey, we shall be there. We shall be there. It has been epic. It has been a beautiful evening hosting all of you. Call out the funds for Rujumba Sevens.
And I know they're coming.
You earned more funds last time at the coronation. Yes, you earned part of the Pirates funds were Walukuba funds. Now, I don't know how it is going to work out this time.
I think the reason why they came is because we beat Heathens.
Okay, this time round you have promised you're going to beat them. And now where are they going to go?
We are going to beat them and they become our funds.
You're going to beat them and they become your funds.
Yes.
Or you're going to beat them and then Heathens funds become your funds.
Either way.
CBD. Like, dear viewers, I am not in. Trust me. It has been a beautiful evening with these two gentlemen. I would love to wish you a very blessed week ahead. We are into the Rujumba 7th week, and I wish all of you the very best until Saturday. Someone just said, Saturday is being far. Saturday is being far. You people, Pirates, we still have hope in you. Lift your heads high. We are rooting for the best team. We are here for good rugby. I want to thank my productions team, the guys on the cameras. I love you so much. Hi Lillian, I love you, and well done. It has been a beautiful evening. Cynthia Roy, I sign out.